Hi guys, guess what day it is? As our friend Carolyn would say, where is our friend Carolyn? She is still on vacation. So I am trying to fill her shoes, which is nearly impossible. And plus, I do not have near as beautiful shoes as she has, but I am trying anyways. So we are here in the Pamela Sisson Howard Reading Nook, which is my favorite spot in the entire library. And I have a couple of books for you. So the first one is A Slow Fire Burning by Paula Hawkins. And she is the one who wrote The Girl on the Train. So if you loved that book, which was so fast moving, especially when it got towards the end, whoo, that was a fast moving one. This one is for you. And of course, it starts right out with a murder. So if you are in the mood for a good murder mystery, this might be the one for you. I love historical fiction, especially when it's based on real events. And Jennifer Shiverini, who I just love, does a great job with historical fiction. And this one is called The Woman's March. And it's a novel of the 1913 women's suffragette procession. And it looks absolutely fascinating. It is on my list to read. But one of the most important things is just what it says at the end. Inspired by actual events, The Woman's March offers a fascinating account of a crucial but little remembered moment in American history, a turning point in the struggle for women's rights. Because as we know, if this is the procession in 1913, it wasn't all that long ago that women got the right to vote. So the fight is still fresh. All right. Another book I have. Oh, this woman, Mary Roach. If you have not read her, she writes the most fascinating nonfiction. She's written Gulp, which is about your digestive system. She wrote Stiff, which is about coroners. She's written books about all kinds of things, and she digs in really deep, but she also writes as if you are talking to her at a cocktail party. She is so funny. And this one is called Fuzz, When Nature Breaks the Law. And it's all about what happens when animals and people have interactions that don't go so well. So this book is absolutely fascinating. It's like all her other books. She just pulls you right in. So well researched. I think you would really like this or any of her other books. We have lots of them. My next book is a book of poetry. I know, calm down. But it is our local former poet laureate Alice Vogel's new book, and it's called Nothing But. And I happened to be lucky enough to see her last night here at the library when she did her poetry reading. And I am new to poetry, and Alice's poetry can be a little bit difficult. So I was really excited to come and see her read her poems and to talk about how she was inspired. These poems are all inspired by art that she enjoys. She loves art. And so this was, she sort of said, her favorite kind of art is when you see something and it makes you go, oh. And these poems are her, oh. And it was really nice to hear her read and really inspiring. So if you are interested in poetry, I would definitely check this out. I bought myself a copy. All right, last but not least, oldie but goodie. So one of my favorite writers is Therity Umagar. And this one is called Everybody's Son. Now, a lot of her books are set in India or are set with the main characters who are from Indian descent. But this one is set in the United States. And it's about the quandary of what do you do when a parent isn't able to care for a child and someone else needs to step in and care for that child. But what should that relationship look like? What do you tell that child? What is it really better that the child's in an environment where they have all the money, all the things that they need? Or is the love more important. And these questions are so hard to answer. And for me especially, because as many of you know, I am a person who is adopted and a person who adopted a biracial child. So these questions are eternal, and there isn't, I mean, she definitely doesn't come to a clear conclusion, but what she does do is really flesh out what the issues are and what maybe we should be thinking about. And she wraps all that in a fantastic story. This is one of my favorite books by one of my favorite authors. This is my oldie but goodie. So that's it. I hope that I was able to just ever so slightly keep you interested. And I promise that Carolyn will be back next week. And since she's been on vacation, we can be guaranteed that she is going to have a new pair of shoes to show us. So thanks, guys, for putting up with me. Bye.